Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory. So I have been doing a little bit of work. Oh, wrong thing. Do I need to look in this? No, I don't. Why am I doing that? I've been doing a little bit of work off camera trying to sort out all of this. And it's been taking time. It's not quite finished. I started running out of resources and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to say fuck it and I'll do whatever else on camera. So I've set all the recipes on this floor. So all of these are ready to go for steel pipes. And most of them have got all of their inputs sorted. It's taken an awful long time to get it all in place. But I've got a couple more columns over this way that need to be sorted out. So I thought I'd finish this up and just kind of... Well, once this bit's all connected, then we'll start, like, looking into actually hooking the smelters into the foundries, and then the foundries into this section. So we'll just kind of carry on from where I've left off and go from there. But it's been going well. I think it's coming together nicely. Yeah, that'll do it, I hope. But yeah, I haven't had much time to actually sit in and do stuff, and then, you know, this belt nonsense does take a lot of time, especially with 156 machines. But it's nearly ready. I'm looking forward to seeing all this in action and how well it's going to hold up, but yeah, there's still quite a bit of work to do, because I need to go on a slug run to try and get, you know, power shards to overclock the miners, and then obviously, you know, everything needs to be hooked up. We need to set up the trains so we can bring some coal in, export all of the limestone. There's just a lot more stuff to do, but I think once we get, like, the base infrastructure in, it's going to make things a lot easier, and then when we come around to the eventual expansion, we'll have a little bit less to do, which will be good. I mean, part of me was tempted to just record doing all of this belt stuff and just, like, speeding it up and maybe putting some commentary over it, just to, like, get some content out. I mean, I don't know, would that have been interesting for you guys to watch? I don't know. Because it would have just been a lot of this. It would have been fairly monotonous, and you know, there wouldn't have really been that much for me to comment over. So, I don't know. Don't mind me, I'm just rattling off some thoughts. We're nearly done with this bit. How am I for... I can still put a good few Mark V belts through all this, which is good. Yeah, I've been like connecting all of the constructors up in blocks of 4 so that I can just feed them with Mark 1 belts and just evenly split things. I think it might get a bit uneven down towards the end here, just because, like, these last bits here are like kind of column or banks of 5 on either side. So we've got, you know, a Mark 1 belt being split off on either side to try and take 60 or, well, steel ingots off to those bits, and then we've got 2 machines on the end that are going to be needing 15 each. So it's going to end up being... By the time the belt gets down to this splitter, there's going to be 150 left, so it's going to be splitting 50-50-50. So it's going to be slightly uneven at this point, but I don't think it should matter too much. So obviously, you know, everything will inevitably end up evening out in one way, shape or form. So yeah, fingers crossed it'll just work out fine. I'm hoping that I've got enough concrete for putting stuff in as well. But if I just work in, like, small bits, then I might be able to manage. Should have gone down to the bunker. Should have got some concrete. But I didn't. Instead I used what concrete I had to carry on building the little road bridge over by the hub. Oh, we're down to the last bank. Nearly done. What the... Why did I not take you away? Weird. Oh, I suppose you're always bound to miss some bits when you're doing a fucking monstrous project like this. Oh, there we go. Last one. Oh, last set of lifts and splitters and everything's all in place. Just going to put the main line down the centre and... Ooh, okay. And then everything's in place. And with that, we're done. Now all I've got to do is sort out bringing, you know, the supply lines over from the foundries. So we're going to start looking at that. I'm going to properly connect the... Oh, right, I need to just get these bits out of here. And you. There we go. Yeah, we're going to go and properly hook up the smelters to the foundries. And then we'll work out where the lines out of the foundries are going to come in over to this part of the outpost. Because I've got to remember that I want to expand the foundries down this way. Which is going to be fun in itself. So, yeah, let's dive down. Let's see what we got. Oh god, I also need to remember that I need to bring coal over as well. So, what were we going with? We were going with those Mark 4 belts? Yes, okay, Mark 4. Although I did bump things up to Mark 5 on all of this. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. I think when it comes down to the expansion phase on this, I'm likely to just, like, double up the amount of materials that are running on the belts, so we'll probably switch everything over to Mark 5 by that point, and then we'll split off as we come down the columns. It should work fine that way. So that's the smelters into the foundries, which is, you know, good start. Still need to sort out input lines for the coal. God, there's boxes of stuff lying around as well. Oh, I think I remember why these were lying around. Yeah, I didn't have enough space for the concrete, did I? But now I do, so yeah. So yeah, we need to sort out where the coal is going to be coming from, which of these stations I want to have supplying that. Then I need to sort out the stations that are on the top floor for all the exports, and we need to get... God, there's just too much to do. Ooh, okay, just about made it through that. Right, so we've got 3 full columns, and then one that's doing a little bit on the end. How much is each belt going to have on it? Each belt is going to have 720 steel ingots. Okay, I think I know how I'm going to work this. Sort of. It's making sure that the I get the split right on all the belts. So each full column is going to have 720. This last column is going to be producing 180. So what I want to do is split the output of this little one here. Oh, there's a couple of machines I left lying over there. I want to split this 3 ways, add it onto each of these belts to get a maximum 780. So 3 fully compressed Mark 5 belts. And then we'll bring them over here, and each belt will get split in 2, and we'll feed 2 columns of constructors each. That seems like a good way of doing things. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to work it. But obviously now it's figuring out where I want to run all of the belts and how I want to split things out. If I were to try and do something like this, that could work there. Can I fit a splitter? Just about. Put a splitter in there. And then... yeah, I should be able to weave a belt around. You could split things out like that. Right, let me do the same over here, and then we'll see if I can get things in the right fucking spot. That'll be a good start. Yeah, I think that works for me. That's nice and snug. Excellent stuff. But yeah, where are these belts going to come in? This is the bit that'll be tricky. Well, I do want to continue extending this platform over a little bit, so that the building doesn't look like it's kind of off balance or anything. So I might bring things around this way. Make a hole. Pull some belts up through this. Kind of annoying that I can't get the conveyor lifts to go like up to that height while they're underneath foundations. It's fine. It'll do. Although I do kind of need to get... I might have to pull that away so that I can get a train coming down here and not have it smashing through everything. I'm going to work backwards from this, just to try and get things in place. Because I've still got to think about all of the splitting and merging of belts. That's another thing, and I'm also running low on the aluminium sheets, so I might need to head back and go and grab some more. So I'm going to do that now, while I remember, and without running out too many resources. Should also go and pick up some concrete. I'll do that. Oh, I might need to go on another, oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, just take the lot, why not? I meant to sort it. I might need to go on another, bauxite run. So I think that's what I've run out of at the moment, yeah. How am I for... I could maybe go for another quartz run at some point as well. I would like to make sure that I've got all the materials I need. Okay, yeah, I need more concrete. Just drive here up as much as I can. That'll do. Now, we'll have this be just a line in from the far end. So I'm just going to take some stackers all the way down. So if I'm going to run things along this way, where am I going to find space to fit the belt from this in? Or should I split this and have it come down this way to... Yeah, I should probably do something like that, actually. Let's put some mergers in around here. A splitter. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do things slightly differently. It does come up higher than I would like. Actually, you know what? I think it could be fine, because I could just do something like this. If I can get positioning right. Just have the output belts be higher. Alright, we're getting there. It's coming along. Drop this out a little bit more. I think once the expansion comes in, things are going to get a little more, possibly a little more tricky. But that's something we'll worry about when we get round to that section of things. The, you know, obviously the priority is just getting this system online in its current state. I've no doubt we'll tidy things up as we improve things. And eventually, this whole place will be looking absolutely fantastic. For now, I really need to figure out where I'm going to get 3 belts of this stuff going up. So I may just remove another bit of this floor. I'm going to have to change this bit up anyway. Right, so those 2 are all hooked up there. I need to start changing things up with these remaining columns, and then we can get the last like little bits of these belts all connected up. This whole thing has taken a hell of a lot longer than I was anticipating. But then, considering the size of this project, I should have anticipated that. And we're done. So from smelter to constructor, all of the belts are in place. Oh, this has taken a while. But I do think it's looking good. It's looking fairly neat, considering. You know, I'm rather impressed with how neat I've managed to keep all of this. Right. Yeah, this is an empty floor at the moment, so never mind about that. But I think I'm going to have to wrap this episode up here. I may try and do a little bit of work between episodes, maybe putting all of the output connections in on the constructors, so that we can just kind of pull all of that stuff up to the assemblers in the next episode. I do still need to put all of the belts, all of the input lines in for these guys anyway, as well as finish up the next floor. So, yeah, I might do that between episodes, and then when the next episode rolls around, we can finish hooking up everything, and start looking at the rails, hopefully. At the very least, get the miners all connected and hooked up as well. So, yeah, we've got some stuff. We've still got plenty of work to do over here before we even like connect power to it. And well, I mean, connecting the rails will connect power, but I have a sneaking suspicion that I might have disconnected the fuel generators from everything. Tearing down all of the power from here, I think I might have severed that connection. I think the coal generators are producing enough to keep everything running at the moment. But I think that, yeah, I'm going to just have a quick look. Capacity 3,400 megawatt hours. Okay, maybe I haven't killed everything. I don't know, I just remember severing a lot of power connections going over this way, and I'm assuming I've got a connection going somewhere else that's hooking stuff up, but checking the map, I can't bloody check that, so I don't even know. But yeah, what I'll do is just do a little bit more work off camera, and then we'll come back and try and get, hopefully, have this somewhat running by the next episode. Hopefully we'll fill the smelters out with iron ore, and then we can get the ingots over to the foundries, and then I don't know if we'll have like rails hooked up for getting coal over here, but we'll see how we go. But for now, I am going to wrap this episode up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. You should look away. It's not polite to stare. It is a very disturbing little dance, though. But I mean, he's having fun.